just started the video. So I'm gonna go after this Devour, this Rumble Pizza, and you're gonna go after that Devour.
Okay, let's get all meat, and it was chicken bacon.
Yeah, it's chicken bacon ranch, and it's got some bacon in the crust and cheese in the crust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the crust first.
The tangy sauce on this one.
I get the ranch. I like that.
This kind of has like that doughy crust kind of taste, you know?
How does it stack up to the Detroit pizza one?
It is a different style, but it's still thick. It's more like a thick crust pizza than a Detroit.
No, I can taste the butter in the crust. They mentioned their butter and crust.
No.
You know, sometimes like ranch on pizza kind of get a little sour. And I'm kind of tasting that a little bit, but maybe that's just me.
Right.
I mean, they might do it just because that's how you get a little more zing out of it, so it doesn't get muddled.
Right.
I really like the sausage, actually.
Yeah, it's good sausage.
You know, the cheese never melts enough in the crust.
Yeah.
That always bugs me.
No.
It's always a good afterthought, but...
I will say it doesn't seem like there's a lot of cheese in the crust like they advertised.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm seeing a lot here. You know, it's a fair...
Oh, no, it's just flattened.
Yeah,
okay.
you got the... Yeah.
It looked like there was just a little bit on the edge. I didn't see that it was the whole thing.
Yeah. It's pretty wide, but...
Really tough bottom to that crust.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a regular DiGiorno. Because usually it's a little thicker.
I could taste that little sourness into the ranch that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of tastes like maybe they have sour cream in there with it.
Or maybe sour cream base instead of mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Now, if you were to rate this on a scale of this is a pizza that I would expect at a restaurant to this is a pizza I would expect to eat when I'm drunk, where would you place this?
A pizza I would expect or wouldn't expect to eat when I'm drunk?
Would expect to eat when you're drunk.
I feel like it should be wouldn't, because then that means it's real bad. Like, I wouldn't even drink, I wouldn't even eat this whole thing.
I'm kind of going on the scale of like all pizza's good in its own way.
I'm glad you said that, because that is actually like the reality of the world. It's like, is there ever really a bad pizza or just a disappointing pizza?
Yeah. So like, if you were drunk, is this something you would enjoy? Or would this be something you enjoyed if somebody at a restaurant put it down in front of you?
Considering we've been to The Rock, absolutely not the restaurant. Like, my standards for pizza at restaurants has been elevated.
Now, would you say like a couple shots in, you would eat this pizza, or would you only eat this pizza if you were wasted?
I'm going to tell you, tell it to straight, this is the most disappointing pizza I've ever had.
Okay.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of
I'm
them?
actually not impressed by either one. I liked the toppings okay, but I don't like either of the crusts.
Yeah. The crust is important.
That one the crust for me is the most important.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. For people that might be watching the video, I am more of a thin crust guy, but I do like Pizza Hut's deep dish and other such deep dishes, so I can appreciate a thicker crust sometimes.
Right.
But like, this crust has a hard bottom, but then like soft above it, and so it's kind of like a strange flavor contrast, or like texture contrast, and then it has that sour ranch taste, and like when I go for white sauces, usually I've never had one that has like a sour taste like that, so that really threw me off. I wasn't a big fan of that. For that one, it had a buttery taste to it, but it didn't have I don't know. It didn't like stand out to me, I guess. I liked the sausage, and that was pretty much mostly it. Like, I don't think they did a very good job like on the cheeses or the blends or whatever. But yeah, actually, this is like, as far as store-bought pizzas, I would say you should get a refund.
Yeah.
I like the signature select pizzas, or even Little Caesars $5 pizza. Any of those, I would have appreciated more.
Telling it like it is.
How about you, Ben?
Well, the problem is I really don't dig the sauce on this Devour pizza.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot like lasagna. And I don't like lasagna.
I can see that.
I see it, yeah.
Like, it totally reminds me of that. It's a little, I don't know, like there's a little heat in there, or it's just really strong, because I took a big bite and I was like, whoo. So, I mean, I like the crispiness of the crust, but, you know, that could be, you know, it's a cooking thing. But I definitely prefer this chicken bacon ranch one, just because that's more my flavor profile.
Yeah.
since I don't eat beef a lot. And I mean, as far as pizzas go, I would buy this again at the store for, you know, if I needed to get a meal that was easy to cook in the fridge or to cook it, you know, out of the freezer.
You could try cooking in the fridge,
Like, man, be hard.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. This Devour pizza, like the size to price, because this was like $8 or $9.
$9.
Yeah,
99.
and it's so small. Like I could see, like in terms of area, it's probably equivalent to a little more than a party pizza. Party pizza is like $1. The dough is so thick, like it's dense. And if I get like a thicker pizza, I want like crisp on the outside and like pillowy on the inside, you know? Have that like contrast. But this is just like biting into unrisen dough.
That's what I was looking for when I was trying to talk about the crust. I was trying to explain why I found the crust disappointing, like, but it wasn't flavor. But yes, unrisen dough. That's okay, perfect.
Like the toppings are pretty good in terms of store-bought pizza.
Yes.
Like the bacon's probably the better on this pizza than on this pizza.
Yeah, but when you only have 3 things on one pizza, it's like,
Yeah.
it's got to hold its weight.
Yeah. This one I felt there wasn't enough sauce. Like I kind of expect more sauce when it comes to like a creamy chicken pizza. So I was a bit disappointed on that. The stuffed crust, I can barely even tell.
That's interesting. That contrast, I was going to say, Ben usually like less sauce. And so you like this, you know, this one more, which had less sauce, and the other one, which had more sauce, less. So it's kind of interesting how that playing out. Not that that was necessarily the reasons, just that it ended up that way.
That's true.
No. Like a
Just
bit
looking
more
at this,
sauce.
that definitely seems to have
Because, like,
a lot
I'm
of
opening
sauce
this
on
up now, but, I mean, this has got a lot of bacon smashed in there. It's got a lot of cheese. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's just kind of getting flattened by you guys, but I can tell that there's cheese in there. I mean, they kind of, you know, taking the side crust, taking some of the front. So.
Yeah. I guess I'm used to the Pizza Hut, where it's like there's just like cheese stretching out when you take a bite of the crust.
I've gotten other frozen pizzas with cheese in the crust before, and it's really hard to get that out of a frozen pizza
Yeah.
while cooking it all right. Like, there must be some secret way to do it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say this had good toppings. The rest of it's kind of not as great. I would say if it was on sale, I would maybe get it. Like if it was like the same price as one of the Safeway pizzas.
So $3.50.
Yeah.
$4.
But nowhere near $9.
Yeah. I was gonna say for $9 you could have gotten one of those Detroit deep dish pizzas. That was
Exactly.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one was around 8, maybe a $7.50. So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it because you get the stuffed crust, so it's something that's novel.
Yeah.
But
So, definitely not something I would expect at a restaurant. Maybe if I was buzzed and watching a UFC match. This is UFC pizza. We'll go with that. This is something that you buy so you can be like, hey guys, we're watching UFC. I got you pizza.
and it's UFC pizza.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, in that context, that's where I would expect it. This would be like, I feel like chicken bacon. It's pretty decent chicken bacon for a frozen.
Yeah.
Not all frozen pizzas have cheese in the crust too.
Yeah, and the cheese and
That's
crust,
unique.
it's you can kind of tell it's there, in my opinion. It's just not as much as I would have liked.
Right.
But if I got like a normal one of these without like if they could lower the price and give me a non-stuffed crust one, this would probably go up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you're kind of paying for the extra kind of gimmick bacon cheese crust.
Exactly.
And yeah, not horrible, but not great.
No. So, I think that's
So low and then mid to low.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, if I had I would probably pick the ranch. If I had to choose between either one of those, I'd always pick the ranch one over the other.
Yeah.
Unless I was on like a no carb diet, in which case then I pick that pizza and just scrape all the toppings off.
There you
Into a
go.
bowl.
And just eat the bowl full of meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I was doing to eat like the crust and other stuff, then I'd definitely go for the. I know I said like I was off the chart for both of them, but if I had to pick, so to differentiate them, it seems like this was the bigger winner than the Devour.
Yeah. Like, you get... This is a heavy pizza.
Yeah, it was almost 3 ounces heavier than this chicken bacon one.
Yeah, and this is it's all in the crust. It is all in the crust.
Because it also wasn't as wide. It seemed like that chicken bacon range pizza was wider. So.
Yeah. Like, that's a review.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
There's your pizza review, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
cool.
I'm gonna keep eating this pizza.
Yeah.
Dad's reviews are all I have time.